Hello students, I am Mrs. Sulakshana Suresh Kotpagar. I am chemistry teacher at Deccan Education Society's Ramanbagh Junior College. In this session, we are going to discuss about Werner theory and classification of complexes. Both double salts as well as coordination compounds are addition compound. They are formed by combination of two or more salts in stoichiometric ratio. However, they differ in their ionization behavior in aqueous solution. Let us see it in detail. So, double salts dissociates in water. For example, you can see Mohr salt. FeSO4 NH4 twice SO4 6H2O. When this Mohr salts dissociates in water, it gives ions of Fe, NH4 and sulfate. जर आपण डबल सॉल्टच्या ॲक्वियस सोल्युशनची टेस्ट घेतली तर दे विल गिव द टेस्ट फॉर Fe2+, NH4+ and sulfate ions. Now the next example is carnallite, that is KCl MgCl2 6H2O. When it dissociates in water, it gives a simple ions and it dissociates in water completely. It gives K+, Mg+, and Cl- ions. Now, what are coordination complex? Coordination complex dissociates in water with at least one complex ion. जसे double salt dissociates completely, but coordination complex dissociates giving at least one complex ion. For example, K4FeCN6. When it dissociates, it gives 4K+, which are called as counter ions, and one complex ion, that is FeCN6 4-. Complex ion ह्याची concept आपण last session ला पाहिली होती. So what is complex ion? The entities which are enclosed in the square bracket, that is central metal ion and ligands, called as a coordination sphere, and when it carries a net charge, it is called as a complex ions. So always remember, coordination complex when dissociates into water, it gives at least one complex ion, and double salt dissociate completely into the water giving simple ions. So for in your exam, the question will be asked like, give the difference between double salt and coordination complex. हा प्रश्न येऊ शकतो. So the first point, in double salt you can write it dissociates in water completely and it gives simple ions, and in coordination complex it dissociates giving at least one complex ion. The second point is, in double salt it loses their identity in the aqueous solution, and in coordination complex it retain their identity in the aqueous solution. For example, here in double salt, potash alum and Mohr salt. In your 12th standard practicals, you are going to prepare this Mohr salt and potash alum in your practical course. And the last point in coordination complex is the example CONH3 and K4FeCN6. These are the examples of coordination complex. When it dissociates, it gives at least one complex ion. Now we'll move towards our next point. It is very important, that is Werner theory of coordination complexes. Alfred Werner was the first to frame his idea about the structure of coordination compound. He prepared many coordination compounds and studied their physical and chemical nature. So, what are the postulates of this Werner theory of coordination complexes? The first thing is that the metal in a complex possesses two types of valencies. The first one is primary valency, which is ionizable, and the second is called as secondary valency, which is non-ionizable. Now remember this, every metal tends to satisfy both of its primary and secondary valency. Now, before we discuss this theory in detail, try to understand what is inner sphere and outer sphere. You can see one example of CONH3 is given. In this, cobalt is a central metal atom which is surrounded by 6 ammonia ligands. They comes in the coordination sphere, or it is also called as inner sphere, and 3 chloride ligands comes in a outer sphere, or it is also called as a ionization sphere. म्हणजे जेव्हा आपण सेंट्रल मेटल आणि त्याला जे लिगॅंड्स अटॅच आहेत, the ligands are directly attached to the central metal, they comes in a coordination sphere. And the ionizable entities, here chloride ions are there, they comes under outer sphere, or it is also called as a ionization sphere. Now, primary valency of the metal is satisfied by the entities present in the ionizable sphere. Now try to understand what is primary valency. You know that each metal shows primary valency and secondary valency. So primary valency of the metal is satisfied by the entities which are present in the ionizable sphere, and generally they are anions. For example, CONH3 Here, if you observe this structure, you can see cobalt is a central metal atom and there are 6 ammonia ligands which are in a coordination sphere. So, Cl3, they comes in a ionization sphere, they are called as a primary valency of the metal. Always remember, primary valency is ionizable and it is nothing but a oxidation state. If you consider this example, here Cl3, it comes in a ionization sphere, is its primary valency and it is ionizable, and it is nothing but the oxidation state. Now, what about secondary valencies? Secondary valencies is satisfied by the entities from the coordination sphere and are non-ionizable. For example, you can see CO, that is central metal atom, that is cobalt, it is surrounded by 6 ammonia molecules. So, ammonia molecules which are act as a ligand, they comes in a coordination sphere. So, it is the secondary valency of that central metal atom. Always remember, secondary valency is non-ionizable and it is fixed. It corresponds to coordination number of the metal. आपण coordination number म्हणजे last session मध्ये शिकलो. What is coordination number? The total electron donor atoms which donates the electron to central metal atom to form a coordinate bond. So here in this example, 6 ammonia molecules or ammonia amine ligands are there which donates the electron to cobalt. So the coordination number is 6. So actually it is also considered as a secondary valency and which is non-ionizable. तुम्हाला माहिती आहे coordination sphere मधल्या entities means central metal and these ligands हे कधीच ionize होत नाही. So they are non-ionizable. They comes in a coordination sphere, and the entities which we write outside the bracket which comes in a ionization sphere, they are actually considered as a primary valency. So you got the difference between primary valency and secondary valency. Primary valency, it comes in a ionization sphere, and secondary valency, it always comes in a coordination sphere. So, and it is satisfied by either anions or neutral ligands. So here 6 neutral ammonia molecules, these are the ligands which are attached to the cobalt. So it is considered as a secondary valency. Now the secondary valency have a fixed special arrangement around the metal ion. If the coordination number or the secondary valency of that compound is 6, it shows a octahedral shape. If the coordination number or secondary valency is 4, that compound shows tetrahedral geometry, and or it can also show a square planar geometry. Always remember, coordination number and from the coordination compound and the topic solid state is different. So here the example of octahedral structure is shown. So look at this carefully. This is octahedral structure. This is the example in which octahedral geometry is shown. In this example, this is the example of cisplatin. Here square planar geometry is shown. When the coordination number is 4, the compound show square planar, or it is also some compounds also show tetrahedral structures. It is shown in this slide. So in this slide we can revise those terms. Cobalt is a central metal atom. After that you have to write ligands. They are considered as secondary valency, and remember, central metal atom and ligands both are written in the square bracket. Then what is this 6? This is nothing but coordination number. Coordination number आपण पाहिलाय. These are the number of ligands or number of electron donor atoms which donates the electron to the central metal atom. So here the number 6 is nothing but a coordination number. Then Cl3, that is primary valency of central metal atom or ion. You know that primary valency, it comes from the ionization sphere. Then hexammine cobalt 3, this example is of hexammine cobalt 3, and this Cl3 is from ionization sphere. Now we'll solve this problem. 1 mole of a purple colored complex COCl3 and NH3 on treatment with excess of AgNO3 produces 2 moles of AgCl. Then write the formula of the complex if the coordination number of cobalt is 6. So here we have asked to write the formula of the complex. So 1 mole of the complex gives 2 moles of AgCl. Means it indicates that there are 2 Cl ions which ionizes and reacts with Ag plus ions. So we can say the complex has 2 ionizable chloride ions. So the formula of complex is CONH3 5Cl, and outside the bracket you have to write the 2Cl which ionize, that is Cl2. Now the next, 1 mole of a green colored complex of COCl3 and NH3 on treatment with excess of AgNO3 produces 1 mole of AgCl. What is the formula of the complex? And we have given the coordination number of cobalt is 6. Here the information given is on treatment with excess of AgNO3, it produces 1 mole of AgCl. Means a single chloride atom is ionizable. So outside the bracket you have to write a single chloride atom. Then, and the formula tells us there are 3 chloride ions. So remaining 2 chloride ions are written inside the square bracket. And as the coordination number of cobalt is 6, means here 2 chloride ions. So remaining 4 are, obviously you have to write the ammonia molecules. So the formula is CONH3 4Cl2, and outside the bracket 1 chloride ions. Means 4 plus 2, coordination number will be 6, and as it gives a 1 mole of AgCl, means single chloride atom reacts with silver, means it is a it comes in a ionizable sphere. Now our next point is classification on the basis of types of ligands. The first type is homoleptic complexes. The complexes in which metal ion is bound to only one type of ligand are homoleptic. Homo म्हणजे इथे बघा सिंगल, एकाच प्रकारचे. So homoleptic means only one type of ligands are there which donates the electron pair to the central metal atom to form a coordinate bond. For example, see the first example, CONH3 3+. Here it is homoleptic complex. Why? Because 6 ammonia molecules are there, or we can say 6 ligands molecules of ammonia. They donate the electron to central metal, that is cobalt. So it comes under homoleptic. जेव्हा एकाच प्रकारचे लिगँड्स प्रेझेंट असतात तेव्हा त्याला आपण म्हणूयात होमोलेप्टिक कॉम्प्लेक्सेस. Second example, in this second example also, Fe is a central metal ion which is surrounded by 6 water ligands. So they are of one type. So only one type of ligands. That's why this example is of homoleptic complexes. Second class is heteroleptic complexes. The complexes in which metal ion is surrounded by more than one type of ligands are heteroleptic. See the difference between homoleptic and heteroleptic. होमो मध्ये एकाच प्रकारचे लिगँड्स हे इलेक्ट्रॉन पेअर डोनेट करतात सेंट्रल मेटल ॲटमला किंवा आयनला, बट इन हेटेरोलेप्टिक कॉम्प्लेक्सेस मोर दॅन वन टाइप ऑफ लिगँड्स आर डोनेटिंग द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. सो फॉर एक्झाम्पल CONH3 In this example, you can see cobalt is a central metal ion which is surrounded by two types of ligand, NH3, that is ammonia, and chloride ions. So there are two types of ligands which donates the electron pair to central metal ion. That's why this example comes under heteroleptic complexes. Same in case of second example, Cr is a central metal ion, chromium, and it is ammonia molecules and water molecules. Both there are two types of ligands which are attached to this central metal ion and they donate the electron as they act as a ligand. So there are more than one type of ligand. So this example is of heteroleptic complexes. Now classifying the complexes as homoleptic and heteroleptic. See, in this first example, as it has two types of ligands, it comes under heteroleptic. In the second example, there are two types of ligands, that is NO2 and NH3, that is ammonia. So this second example is also of heteroleptic. In third example also, there are two types of ligand, ammonia and ethylene diamine. So the third example is also of heteroleptic, and the last example, it contains only a one type of ligand, that is oxalato. So the last example is of heteroleptic complexes. Now the next point is classification on the basis of charge on the complex. The first type is cationic sphere complexes. A complex in which the complex ion carries a net positive charge or a coordination compound having positively charged coordination sphere is called cationic sphere complexes. You know the term coordination sphere. आपण last session मध्ये coordination sphere ही term पाहिली. What is coordination sphere? The entities which are enclosed in the square bracket means a central metal atom or ion and ligands. So this is called as a coordination sphere. So when this coordination sphere has net positive charge, then it is called as a cationic sphere complexes. Second example मध्ये बघा, SO4 आयोनाइज झाल्यानंतर it has a negative charge, means coordination sphere वर positive charge येईल. That's why the second example is also of cationic sphere complexes. So लक्षात आलं, what are cationic sphere complexes? The coordination sphere has net positive charge. So cationic means they have a positive charge on a coordination sphere. The next type is anionic sphere complexes. A complex in which the complex ion carries a net negative charge or a coordination compound having negatively charged coordination sphere is called anionic sphere complexes. For example, NiCN4 2-. Here the coordination sphere has a negative charge. That's why this example is of anionic sphere complex. And in the second example, if it ionizes, there is a negative charge on this FeCN6 minus, that is coordination complex. So it comes under anionic sphere complex. And the last type is neutral sphere complexes. A complexes carrying no net charge or does not possesses cationic or anionic sphere is called neutral sphere complexes. For example, there are ammonia and chloride ions as a ligand which donates the electron to central metal, that is platinum, and there is no charge on the coordination sphere. That's why this example is neutral sphere complex. And the second example also, there is no net charge. So this example is also comes under neutral sphere complexes. So basically cationic sphere complexes, anionic sphere complexes and neutral sphere complexes. These are the classes on the basis of charge on the complex. Now we'll solve this question, that is classify the complexes as cationic, anionic or neutral. In the first example is given FeH2O6Cl3. This is you have to classify the complex as cationic, anionic or neutral. If this compound undergo ionization, it will ionizes into FeH2O6 3+ plus 3Cl minus. जर आपण त्याचं आयोनायझेशन रिॲक्शन तुम्ही लिहिली तर तुम्हाला लक्षात येईल देयर इज अ पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज ऑन द कोऑर्डिनेशन स्पियर. सो आता आपण शिकलो दे आर कॉल्ड ॲज अ cationic complexes. In the second example, that is KAgCN2, if this example comes under ionization, it gives K plus AgCN2 minus. Here, after writing the ionization reaction, you can see there is a negative charge on the coordination sphere. So that's why this second example comes under anionic sphere complex. And in the last, that is third example, NiCO4, it has no net charge on the coordination sphere. So this example comes under neutral sphere complexes. So you got the difference between cationic, anionic and neutral. Cationic has net positive charge on the coordination sphere. Anionic means there is a negative charge coordination sphere, and the compounds in which coordination sphere has no charge comes under neutral sphere complexes. Now the next question is classify the complexes as cationic, anionic or neutral. The examples are given Na4FeCN6. In this example, FeCN6 after ionization there will be a negative charge, so it comes under anionic sphere complexes. In this second example, that is CONH36Cl2, as after ionization it will give negative charge on chloride ions, so positive charge on a coordination sphere. So this example comes under cationic sphere complexes. In the third example, that is chromium is a central metal ion here and water and oxalato ions are ligands and it has -3 charge. So this example comes under anionic sphere complexes. In the next example, that is PtCl2En twice, here this example is there is a no charge, so it is neutral, and in the last example also CrCO6 there is a no charge on coordination sphere, so it is also a neutral sphere complexes. The question is the complex COF6 cationic or anionic if the oxidation number of cobalt is +3? Now see, in this complex, cobalt carries +3 charge while there are 6 F ions which carries -6 charge. Hence, the net charge on the complex is -3. Therefore, it comes under anionic sphere complex. So in this session, we discussed about the difference between double salt and coordination compounds, Werner's theory and classification of coordination complexes. Thank you.